Mars's point about the what you call delaying his Tatum's comeback, I just wanted to say that in my opinion, an off season with a full training camp is not, to me, wouldn't be delaying, like, or what you call decelerating or something like that.
Decelerating it.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that would be decelerating a comeback. I would just think that that would give him even more time to make sure that he's
If he sat
all
out
the way
this
good.
season and he came back next season, considering what they did in the offseason with draft picks and free agency, I think they'd be the favorites next year.
Chill, you two, y'all need to get some positivity in the air, okay? Y'all being too glum.
I'm already on it.
I'm
already on Ox. It's what we doing.
It's just too much melancholy coming from y'all.
Ox, I'm in.
Yeah, y'all need to have some positivity. Y'all niggas acting scared. Jayson Tatum ain't scared.
This is what we doing, Ox. All right,
let's support the movement.
All right, we doing it. Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? Encourage JT. We believe in you, young fella. Get on the court and bust somebody ass.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we just want to make sure, like, he's
that's not your job. That's not your job. That's his job. That's the coaching staff job. That's the.
I mean,
that's
I don't think it takes
that's the doctor's
job.
That's their job.
It's their job to make sure. You know who else said that? You know who else said that? Mars and KD. Oh, they want to bring me.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, we know, but things are documented, right? KD, there was definitely more urgency. It was the finals. KD came back and hasn't played no 5-on-5. The most he had done is played 3-on-3. That's the most he had done. And he came back and played in the NBA finals. So we can know they didn't actually go through every step of a rehab.
But he hadn't even suffered to bring
I'm not saying that's why he tore his Achilles. I'm not saying that they forced him back. What I'm saying is he didn't cross off every box of a typical rehab process to come back. And we know why. It's because they were in the NBA finals. We know why. Jayson Tatum would not be coming back.
Think that they can get to the
Jayson Tatum would not be coming back. Jayson Tatum would not be coming back if he did not check every single box of a rehab process. If he hadn't played through 5-on-5, played through 3-on-3, played 5-on-5 with contact, if he hadn't checked every single box of a rehab process, they would not be bringing him back. So Jayson Tatum being back this season undeniably means he has checked every box of the rehab process.
I agree. And at the same time,
we're gonna act, hold on.
That's very different than what Kevin Durant did in Golden State.
Are we going to sit here and act as if team doctors are the end-all be-all when it comes to players and them being healthy?
I mean, we do.
Well, they know more than we do.
They've
been with the kid.
All I'm saying is Jayson Tatum has undeniably gone through every step of the ramp up to play process. Whether you agree with that or not, he undeniably has gone through every single step of that process. Kevin Durant in Golden State, when he came back against Toronto, had not gone through every step of that process. They are not comparable.
I mean,
that's all I'm saying.
But it's also because Kevin Durant hadn't, it wasn't that big of a deal at the time to them. He hadn't torn an Achilles. Of course, there's going to be more steps to coming back.
Those are the steps.
Achilles.
Every single injury,
Kevin Durant
every single injury, there is a ramp up to play. Calf strain, hamstring strain, wrist injury, sprained ankle. Every single injury, you go through the process to come back. Every single one. It's not, this injury is not that serious. So you know what, Giannis? You don't need to play 5-on-5 to come back. No, that's not how it works. Giannis, when he just came back from his calf strain 3 games ago, went through the ramp-up process and went through every single step of his rehab. That means Giannis was playing 5-on-5 before he got cleared to play. Kevin Durant in Golden State, when he came back against Toronto, did not go through that. It's not about severity of injury. It's about the ramp-up process that every single athlete goes through, regardless of the injury. If you sprain your finger, you go through the ramp-up process. If you clip your toenail wrong, you go through the ramp-up process. It's not about severity of injury.
But actually, it is because we have to.
It's not the remotely to say.
We have to be careful. We have
about Kevin Durant coming back to play in the finals. Sure. Obviously, if there is no substantial injury that has occurred to Kevin Durant,
I already said that. You're saying the point I've already said. I literally said that. Obviously, there was more urgency, so they rushed the steps. They said that.
Oh, cool. They're going to skip steps to get him back into the finals. Yes, they are, especially if there hasn't been a reported major injury. But that's my point, though. What I'm saying is, I'm not just going to say because the team doctors have cleared him, that just means he's good to play. Because the team doctors have their own motives sometimes.
Mars,
That's all I'm saying.
Mars, is it fair? Mars, is because
Tatum to KD injury.
Mars, I do think that you make a valid point with the process going the way it goes, but is it not fair to say that when we get to a certain point where a player, like some players heal faster than others, so we may be able to skip a process off the strength of this guy being able to
steps, especially with an Achilles, you don't step.
Well,
This is not safe. That's not safe, right?
This
there.
is what I mean.
Steps, especially at the highest level, you're a $55 million player. You're not skipping steps because he looks good.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference, Mars. The difference is that we're talking about a Boston. Yes, it is, because we're talking about a Boston. We're talking about a Boston Celtic team that they would be bringing him along a lot less. They would be bringing him along much differently if the Celtics weren't as good, to your point, in terms of
that doesn't mean steps are being skipped. That's not what that means.
In fact, not only are they not being skipped, if they were bringing him along in terms of your process, if the Celtics weren't that good, they would be bringing him along in terms of the process, right? With the process. But now, because where he is and where the Boston Celtics are, and the fact that Jayson Tatum has healed up as quickly as he has, maybe, to Real Talk's point, maybe
I don't know how this isn't being understood.
Right.
Mars said it himself. The reason why they rushed KD back is because they're in the finals. No, Boston isn't in the finals yet, but obviously they're trying to play Jayson Tatum because they believe they have a real chance of playing the championship.
They think that.
It's not.
Yeah, but that's not comparable though. But that's not really comparable.
These are two different franchises, two different players, two different circumstances.
If they were bad, Jayson Tatum wouldn't be playing.
He would not.
This is completely
two different circumstances.
And that also doesn't mean that Jayson Tatum wouldn't be capable of playing.
Yeah, but that's two different circumstances.
But does that also?
Because if KD during that Warriors run, like he didn't get a 10-month break. He didn't get a 10-month layover to capitalize on the rehab process. He got hurt and had a couple of weeks, maybe a month.
But that's Real Talk's
ramp
point.
Up. So
his injury wasn't.
That's not.
Yes, it is, because his injury wasn't as substantial.
That's not
like
a good
we didn't
point.
get to the we didn't get to the Achilles
but that's
tear.
Not a good.
We
point
got to the Achilles tear with Jayson Tatum. On top of us getting to the Achilles tear, we seen the process. But the fact that the Boston Celtics are as good as they are now,
but that has nothing to do with it. That actually has nothing to do with it. Y'all trying to compare apples to goddamn pears, because at the same time, like I said, KD had 1 month, so there's no way he went
because that's what that injury was, though.
It does not matter.
Yes, it does. 1 month. He had a calf strain. He did not have an Achilles
Jayson Tatum does not have a calf strain right now. He doesn't have a calf. Nothing.
Okay,
he's healthy. Y'all arguing something that he's not. Like, he's healthy.
What do you mean? As far as we know, chill. The doctors are clearing him. If the doctors are clearing, see, y'all are acting so scared. Yes, you guys are making this up. Y'all are being apprehensive about something that these professionals are telling you he's ready for. Y'all being scared, like y'all, I know exactly how y'all was when y'all was little. I got you. Yeah, I'm with the bullshit. I gotta get with the bullshit because y'all pissing me off with this scary ass shit. Y'all acting like, yes, it's scary. Real talk. It was the type when you was little, you get a splinter and talk about going inside so it don't get infected. What is wrong with you? You're supposed to be from Texas. I thought y'all was built tougher than this. He not scared, man. Y'all just bring some positive energy to the young fella. Bring some positive energy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
he got the surgery. He been in the lab. They say he's healthy. Let him play some basketball. And you know what? Worst case scenario, he gets hurt again. He'll be back. It'll be okay, y'all. Everything's all right.
It hasn't been that many people who actually tore their Achilles like clean, took 10 months and came back and got hurt like immediately. This is so tricky because I just saw a guy in the EuroLeague who tore his Achilles, right? He did the rehab for a whole year, came back. Like y'all said, he missed all these seasons, rehab perfectly, and came back and tore the same damn Achilles. Like, so it's really kind of tricky. Like, it really just depends on what your body can do and like what it feels like. Like, there's no end all be all answer to this scenario. But to Mars's point earlier, 10 months is not a rush time frame of coming back. Like,
it's actually pretty much within the average.
It's the timeline. It's 8 to 10 months.
Normal time frame.
The fastest Achilles comeback is Wesley Matthews. He came back.
Damo would like to get a comment in here,
That's-
Jordan. Damo
that's
had
the
his hands
fastest
raised for
ever.
a little bit. Go ahead, Damo.
JJ Barea got to be after that.
Oh,
dude.
We ain't in the classroom.
JJ
Damo.
Barea
You better
was
say
out.
something.
Because
And by the way, we need to move on after this. Go ahead, Damo.
I'm about to say I'm not about to fight with y'all for no mic. Listen, man, I don't understand how we can constantly sit here and argue two different things without anyone realizing they're not arguing the same thing. Niggas just yapping the yap. Please understand two things can be true. Real talk, understand that where Mars is coming from, he is simply saying Tatum can physically be ready to go. He's ready to go. That's absolutely fine. Everyone else, real talk, is arguing simply that if the team was bad, which I'm pretty sure y'all understand, that if the team was bad, there would be no need for him to come back, which we all understand. We live in the world where the team is not bad, they are good. He wants to come back. He would make them better if he comes back, so they will want him back.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops all hit the raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.